victory. Welcome back to our post-game report. Hey, let's give you a little update on what's going on in other games in the National Hockey League. Ottawa, they have beat Montreal in overtime by a score of 3-2. Kyle Turris getting the OT winner. It is Chicago in front of the Minnesota Wild by a score of 1-0. Patrick Sharp has the goal there. San Jose Sharks, they lead Vancouver in the first period of play. They're looking to sweep the Vancouver Canucks in that Western Conference Series. Let's now hear from the head coach, Jack Capuano.
Coach, can you pick out 2 or 3 keys that won this game for you?
Well, there was a lot of good things tonight, but what stands out to me is we lose Andrew McDonald with an upper body injury, and our 5D played extremely well on the back end. Anytime you play a team like that, as skilled as they are, I thought our defense did a great job tonight.
What does this performance say about the progress that you guys have made, and especially you look back at some of those third periods that you had earlier in the season where a goal like that at the start of it, kind of undid you in a couple of games?
Well, I think a couple of things. I think one is, we've been relentless all year here down the stretch, the last 2 months to get into the playoffs. 2 is the crowd that was behind us. I mean, they were a big part of these last 2 games here, obviously, but as a team, I think we're pretty disciplined. I think we understand the way we have to play. Especially in the third period, like you said, we've blown some leads before, but they got the quick one early, getting a puck to the net, but I thought that we responded really well.
Do you think the tempo that you guys are playing with is causing them problems?
Well, I think we talked this morning when I met with you all that we have to play with a good pace. We have to play with a pace. We have to play fast. I think our transition was good. I think our forecheck was good tonight. We did a lot of good things. We talked about it. I don't think that you saw us the way we played in Game 1. We didn't dictate the pace. I thought we watched. But the last few games, I thought that, we in all areas of our game, it's a function of us moving our feet and playing fast.
Jack, losing Andrew, indefinitely, how does that hurt you guys going forward on the back end?
You know what? 2 things. One is he's an integral part of our team. There's no question. He leads in a lot of categories, minutes, top-end defenseman against some top lines for the opposition, block shots. But you know what? We got some depth on this team. We got good guys. We got good character on this team, and it just gives somebody else an opportunity, to step in for the next game.
Jack, it seemed like these past 2 games, every time you guys scored, they immediately responded. What does it say about how much this team has grown that you guys didn't get down, especially as inexperienced as you guys are at this time of year? Yeah,
I think that, we've learned now areas of our game that we needed to be better, and it's carried over. And, the one thing about that team, again, we talked about it this morning, they don't need many chances, and they can strike quick. And they did that, but I thought we responded well. You can see our guys growing. We talked about a young team. I think there was 17 players with no playoff experience, but they're in a series now. So there's a lot of belief in that room that if we continue to play within our framework and our structure, that we can have success.
Coach, in the third period, you guys had a really gritty performance there, but you also guys didn't give the Pens a man advantage. I thought that was really important in the game. Was that something conscious that you guys talked about in between periods? It was conscious from our meetings this morning that we want to continue to play them straight up, play them hard, but we had to be disciplined. I think the one power play they had, they had 2 minutes of zone time. I don't think we got the puck out there one time. So highly skilled team. It's an area of concern that we had, but we don't want to take away the physicality of our team, but we just have to be smart and keep their skilled players to the outside.
Coach, John was neutralized, and they were very physical with him in the first couple of periods. Obviously has the game winner. What does that say about his growth as a player and his leadership on this team? Well, he's an elite player, and he's going to get the attention that elite players get. And, no matter what matchups that you have, it's a different level in the playoffs. But Johnny elevated his game. He was great on the bench tonight, his leadership. He chipped some pucks. He got them deep. And he made plays when the ice was available. But he's one of those guys that, he had a lot in his tank tonight. He did a great job as far as his puck protection. And,
your best players are going to be your best players, and that's what Johnny was tonight.
How about the foot soldiers, guys like Zizekas, how they contributed tonight?
It's their work ethic. It's their determination and desperation that they play in their game. I think Casey was +4 tonight with a goal and a couple assists. I haven't looked at the stat sheet, but, you know, those guys that maybe don't get the attention or play the minutes or the power play like some of the skill guys do, those are the guys that win your hockey games. And, you know, their effort, you know, throughout this series has been great throughout the year, and that's what it's going to take to win hockey games. We have to use our whole bench. We're a team that's got to roll our 4 lines. We got to play our 6 defensemen, and you know, it's credit to all our guys that they continue to play that way.
Jack, this morning, I'm paraphrasing, you said if you make one mistake, it's in the back of your net. If they make 3 or 4, you might not even score. Seemed like you had some success in that area. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I thought our offensive zone play was good. I thought, you know, our defensemen got involved tonight. We talked about it. We got some goals from our defensemen tonight. We got pucks to the net. You know, you look at, you know, their first goal, bang, they come down, odd man rush, 4-man attack. You know, we had a change, bad change there on, you know, Malkin's goal on the 2-on-1. But again, the confidence on the bench mentally was strong right now. The guys are doing a lot of good things, and they're believing in one another, and that's the most important thing that we have going for us right now.
Jack, just knowing what happened with Fleury and the Penguins last spring, was it a point of emphasis going into this series to really try to rattle him and put a lot of pressure on him early?
I'm sure each team that talked about the opposition, you know, strengths and weaknesses. I think we all watched the playoffs last year. He's a very good goaltender. He's won a Stanley Cup. But no matter who we played, we got to get pucks and bodies to the net. And you know, we did that tonight. Unfortunately, we got the bounces.
Jack, with all of the chippiness that went on, especially at the end of the game, what's the team's feeling? What's your feeling towards the Penguins right about now?
2 teams that are battling, 2 teams that want it, you know, 2 teams that are going to do everything they can to get the edge and win hockey games. And, you know, to me at the end, the guys are just playing the game. They're having fun, they're playing physical, and they're enjoying it. So, you know, I don't think there was anything dirty at the end. I didn't see it, but to me it's just 2 teams battling, trying to send a message for the next game.
Jack, what's made Travis Hamonic a good fit to play against guys like Crosby and Malkin?
Just his intensity and his pride that he takes in that. You know, go back from last year. We had him in Bridgeport, you know, and paired those 2 guys together. But Travis takes a lot of pride in playing against a Getzlaf line or an Ovechkin line. That's, you know, he thrives on that. And, you know, he takes a lot of pride. Like I said, he watches a lot of video of certain, the opposition skill players and the tendencies that they have. So, you know, to me, it's when you got a guy that thrives on that and he accepts the challenge. Like I said, he takes a lot of pride in it. But he's been real good for us back there. He plays hard every shift. You know, it'd probably be the first game moving forward if Andrew McDonald can't play that he'll be without his partner. So we'll see where that goes.
Jack, defensively on the 3rd period, what was the key? Moving the puck up quickly, getting the puck over the blue line,
The less time that we can spend on our end, obviously, against that team, the better off we are. I mean, they're potent offense. They're big, they're skilled, they protect the puck. So, yeah, I mean, we want to keep the puck moving north, keep our transition, try to protect the red line as much as we can, and try to tilt the ice and win the territorial battle. Did it work? To a certain extent, they still got some chances. We still had some breakdowns in the 3rd. Morrow had a great chance late in the 3rd period there with our breakdown. So some things that we can get better at. But, you know, if we can continue to do some things that we do, then, you know, we can make a series and, you know, not have some luck, but have success with the way that we play.
Coach, are you surprised at the amount of scoring in the series so far? And defensively, how do you look to you know, manage yourselves going forward with the loss of McDonald?
Can you repeat that question?
Number one, are you surprised at the amount of scoring in the series so far? And also going forward defensively with AMAC being down, how do you look to adjust to with that?
Well, 2 things. The second part of that is, I think earlier, you know what, we got other guys that can step up and do the job. They take a lot of pride in this team. They've been working hard. They're going to get that opportunity. Am I surprised at the amount of scoring? No, just because they are who they are. You know, we knew coming into this series that we were going to have to get secondary scoring to have success because of their power play and because of the weapons that they have on this team. So I like the way that we're playing offensively. Our defense is creating some offense for us. We just got to continue to play that way. We can't make it a short track and have bad puck management against this team. We have to make it a 200-foot game for us to have success.
Folks, we're going to take a pause right now. When we come back, you'll hear from Kyle Oposo and Casey Cizikas. Big win for the Islanders, 6-4 over the Pens.
Citibank's app.